Hey guys, before we get started, I need you to pray for somebody. Please pray for John Fitzpatrick. He became the highest tier member. He's a puppet master. He gets to tell me a video topic, and I have to make a video based on it. And he gets all the other perks. But yeah, highest tier member, John Fitzpatrick. Thank you for hitting join. Hit the little join button. Hit the description. You can do it too. Thank you so much, John Fitzpatrick. Now on to the video. Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool. And this is Gems of War. And today we have Invasion. So if you go to your guild event menu there, we got 3 different things going on. You got the world event, guild wars, and the invasions. So that's what we were talking about when we said it's a really busy week. That whole menu's filled up. You couldn't possibly put anything else there. But here's my team. No mythics. You can get every troop right now. There's no way you don't have any of these. Even the weapon is available in the shop right now. It's not the best weapon ever. Reason being is I could not find a class that was Wargear. So if we had a class that was Wargear, it would be a little bit better, because then it would do more green and more red, and it would get extra turns more often. But just going with the concept here, the 3 Guardian, 1 weapon concept, where the weapon makes the same color as the Guardian, based on the Guardian's typing. This team is widely used, widely known right now, can be used by everyone from like level 50 to level 1500. Anyone can use this team, and it's powerful all the way through. As you can see, I'm on 3 towers right here. It stops one-shotting, but it's still really good, because the next one's going to kill 2 of them. You can devour up until the towers. Like, really good. As far as the Guardians go, though, Finesse is the best one. Then Ferocity. And then it's like kind of like a toss-up. But definitely Finesse is the best. Then Ferocity, I would say, because it has like the best weapon that goes with it, and it has a class that goes with it. And then after that, you know, I haven't decided yet what the 3rd best Guardian is, but this one was working fine. It devours, so that's interesting. It's a Wargear. But yeah, I had some people in the comments talking about instead of using 3 Guardians, they would use 2 with something else and whatnot. And yeah, I understand if you don't have the weapon, maybe, but the whole point of the Guardians is their 3rd trait. Their 3rd trait gives 4 to all skills when matching 4 or more gems. And the more you have, the more stats that gives. So if you have 3 Guardians on your team, that's giving 12 to every skill, including magic, including attack, including health, including armor. Okay? If you only have 2 Guardians, it's going to give 8 to every stat, which is 4 less, which doesn't sound like a lot, but let's say it's more than one thing that you're making yourself weaker. First of all, whatever weapon you're using, usually the weapon's based on the typing. So if you're going to use something that's not a Wargear, then you're getting less extra turns, you're getting less of those skill points in two ways then. By taking 1 Guardian off, you're losing 4, and then by taking 1 of the typings off, you're losing gem spawn to get those extra turns. But yeah, the point is to use a weapon that makes gems based on the typing of the Guardian, because you have 3 of them. Then try to make your class the same type, whether it's Taurus, like with Ferocity, or Strix, like with Finesse. That way you can make enough gems to get the extra turns. And the whole point is to get like multiple extra turns per cast, not just 1. So let's say with 3 Guardians, I cast my weapon. Let's use Finesse as an example, because it's the best one, and people are trying to tell me that they're making teams with like 1 Finesse, 2 Finesse. Yeah, Finesse is the best one to use 3 Guardians. Finesse, Finesse, Nimbus Bow, Finesse. Reason being, first of all, Finesse gets 6 mana if there's a storm active. It gives 6 mana to all Strix if there's a storm active. The way that it's set up, the first finesse is going to cast. It's going to give mana to the second finesse, which gets the second finesse up, which casts, and gets the third finesse up. So there's always a finesse up. The way it works, there's always a finesse up. If you take one finesse off the team, you're kind of screwing that up. You cast the first finesse, it gives the rest of the mana to the second finesse, which casts and gives the rest of the mana to the third finesse. You know what I mean? It's set up perfectly to where if you're taking parts out of it, you're kind of screwing it up. And that's all on top of what I was talking about earlier, the stats. If I'm casting Nimbus Bow, and it's based on Strix, it's going to make a whole bunch of gems, I think blue and yellow. I'm going to get a whole bunch of extra turns because I've got 4 Strix on my team, because I made my hero a Stormcaller. So let's say I get 3 extra turns off that Nimbus Bow cast. If you got two finesses on your team, first of all, if I got 3 extra turns off that cast, how much are you getting? You're getting 24 to all skills, right? While I'm getting 36 to all skills. And that's just in one turn. So I gained 12 more than you in that one turn. The next turn it happens again, I just gained 12 more again than you. And then the next turn, all the while, if you took a Strix off your team and put something else on, like I don't think Shabana Vespera is a Strix, but I don't know much about her, so it's a bad example. So that's like the one mythic I don't have. But then you're making less yellow and blue, so you got less chance at extra turns. So you're making the problem even worse, because I could be casting, getting 3 or 4 extra turns, 12 to every stat, and you could be casting, getting only 1 extra turn, or no extra turns, or 2 extra turns, and getting only 8 to every stat. And you see how that compounds turn after turn after turn after turn? And if you're taking a finesse off the team, your mana, you're not doing 6 to the next one, 6 to the next one, 6 to the... There's not always one up. So that's all I wanted to say. And it gets... Finesse is probably the best example of why you should not take one off the team. And, you know, that's all I really wanted to say. This team worked awesome. I got the whole event done in under 30 minutes without even really trying to go too fast. I'm in 4th place in my guild. Didn't die one time. The weapon wasn't that great, like I said, because there's no Wargear class. Unless there is, put it in the comments. I looked twice and I couldn't find one. There's a Wargear class, but the class I used was Warden, but I think I would say that you should use Archer. Start with 50% mana. You get that little last perk or whatever too, the last trait. So, Bullseye or whatever. So yeah, I would recommend Archer with the weapon that comes with the shop. Buy up to the weapon. Get that weapon, the Lupine Dagger, whatever it is. And then use your 3 Guardians that you get from your guild. It's super easy. They're all available right now for everyone. No mythics. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. And, yeah, I'll see y'all next time. I really appreciate it. We'll live stream tomorrow. Peace.